It sounds self-indulgent, but how do you think we went?
Oh, well, look, AFL Media had the winner today. Nick Bowen was a clear standout. Very impressive. Didn't think you had that sort of time in you, Nick, but no, really impressive. You're better men than I am.
Is it too late? Are we too late?
Well, the rookie draft's just done. Maybe we can sort of hit up the AFL to have another re-rookie draft. And as I said, Nick might be the one who'll be looking most closely at.
Got a grab from the Channel 9 perspective. What did you make of TJ's effort?
Well, he was the smoky going in. There was a fair rumour going around that he's
a lot of smoke.
That's right. He's quite a regular runner, but he assures me it's over a lot longer, slower distance than a 2K time trial. So, no, he finished. He did well.
You want to make it your own boy, Sam Gibson. He just flies around in these time trials.
Yeah, it's his time of year really. Look, and we're pretty early on in our preparation too. So. But again, the boys have come back in good shape, and gone are the days really where your playing group comes back in really poor shape and then have to play catch up in the pre-season. These days, with the level of professionalism amongst all AFL clubs, the guys come back in pretty good nick. So most of our guys ran around their best times at the end of pre-season. So that bodes well for next year, I hope.
Brad, a lot of clubs opting for different strategies this time of year in terms of going to Queensland or Mount Buller or Falls Creek or Queenstown. You guys have opted to send some guys to the States and keep most here.
Yeah, the vast majority of our group will stay here this year. We really feel that a lot of the hard work has been done over the last 5 years in getting the majority of our group up to speed in a conditioning sense. But look, the main ingredient this time of year, regardless of the location where you train, is just getting the hard work done. So, we feel in the Melbourne summer that we'll be able to get some really hard work done in some pretty trying conditions.
Was it a long break for you, stewing on what happened in the preliminary final?
No, well, the break hasn't happened yet, really. I mean, the way AFL footy works now, October's a pretty busy month, and then straight back into pre-season. But no, look, I mean, we look back, we were beaten clearly by a better side on the night in the preliminary final. Sydney were exceptional that night, and Hawthorn even stepped it up another notch the next week. So we're really aware of the hard work we've got to do. We're certainly not sitting back satisfied with what we achieved in 2014. But we go into 2015 with a fair bit of optimism.
I think Jack Zeeble said, it might have been last week, you haven't gone through that game with the guys yet. Will you do that at some stage over the pre-season, or is it just move on to next year?
Oh no, we go over every performance really thoroughly, but we'll go over it for the reasons of working out where we can improve. So we'll have a look at. We won't do a normal review of that game, but we'll certainly take elements out and practice things that we need to get better at.
Where some of your bigger guys are at the moment, Petrie, Brown, Tarrant, when are they expected to come back and join the full training?
Probably not till post-Christmas. I mean, Tarrant's in really good condition. But we've got a graduated program for him, given his injury history. Brownie had knee surgery, which we knew about all year. That was delayed until the end of the season. Drew a little bit the same. So, in terms of surgery, they're fairly minor. So they'll be in full training post-Christmas.
Where's Jared Wade at, Brad?
He's doing a 2K time trial with a group of guys on a modified session. Okay. So a lot of our older guys, except for Boomer, do the 2K on grass, just a softer surface.
Disappointing,
Brad. But I can confirm he's not injured. I've heard that a few times. He's injured.
Disappointing, Brad, to lose Cam Delaney in the rookie draft.
Yeah, it was. Nick, to be honest, we had every intention of drafting or rookieing Cam back, but we understood the process that he's a really capable player, albeit he's had a lot of injury trouble over the years. So. It was a bit disappointing because he's a terrific young guy and a popular member of the playing group. But he's gone to a really strong club, and hopefully he's got a good career ahead of him.
I mentioned the draft probably worked out quite well for you, and that fact that you got the two tall blokes early on there.
Yeah, it did. We were like every club, delighted with our draft picks. We'll do a full review in 3 years and see how they're going. But no, I mean, Sam Durden we rated really highly. We needed a big, strong key position player as well, who can play both ends. We think Sam's equally adept forward and back, so that was great for us, and we definitely wanted to take the next best available player at our second pick, and Daniel Nielsen, we think will be able to hold down a position on the last line in defence, and we certainly need that as well.
Where's your optimism come from that you can go to the next level next year?
Well, mostly that most of our improvement's going to come from the list that's been assembled over a 5-year period. I mean, we certainly think our list is going to get better, but I mean, you look at some of our veterans are still performing at a really high level. We really didn't have any retirements from our veterans, and our young guys just continue to improve. So the majority of our improvement is going to come from that under 25 brigade, of which we're really well represented in.
What happened at the end of the year? Was that an eye-opener for the group? I mean, Sydney were far too good for you, and then you see what Hawthorn do the following week to Sydney. Is it just a bit of a reinforcement to the players that there's still a gap there?
Oh yeah, that doesn't need to be said. I think it's pretty obvious. The players do take confidence, though, that when we're playing our best footy, we beat both of those sides throughout the year. So, when we look at whatever it is, the top 8, top 10, we beat all of those sides at different stages throughout the year. So what we've got to work on is being able to beat them at the right time of the season. So we went in, we had all in all, a pretty good final series, but really aware that we've got another couple of big steps to take.